Lisa, did you hear that? We are going to stream to the World Pro Ski Tour Facebook page.
Awesome.
Because we can. We're testing anyway, so it may as well.
Okay. Hey, could you, I'm just in the middle of something. Can you do the WhatsApp to let all the athletes know that it's live timing?
Yeah, as soon as I see it come up. Oh, it's live timing as well, is it?
Yeah, it's live timing. If you could let the athletes know.
Is that livetiming.com?
Yes, live timing, live-timing.com.
Is that like that? Is that in the morning? Okay. Our skis were up here.
Okay, success. You got in.
We're using.
All right, we're here with a little ski tours in Taos. Parents died and Mark, and there's the Mazda. The CX-50. How are we going to get that out? We're just going to put this bad boy four-wheel drive and plow out of here.
Didn't it? No? No, we got Mark's skis, big fat skis. Shoveling it. Finally, Barrett came back with a shovel, but he couldn't knock it back and forth and pile and clear it out. My house. You left my house? There was no snow. There was zero snow on Friday.
How's it storm back there?
39. My poor wife. She had to shovel it herself.
Are we close?
Hey, Carl. You over there?
Clark, you on your headset?
Yes. Hold on. Yes. Hold on.
All right, cool.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I don't have.
You know, if you
Yeah, I don't have.
if you sit next to Lisa, you'll have a better
Be
view of
over
the TV.
here,
Okay. All right.
but you can't talk. You can't talk.
I can hear him. Oh, that's radio. No, I just heard him on the radio.
I could tell Colleen and
Just go radio. Let's just go radio.
Park City too. That's fine.
Just go radio for right now.
How close do we just start?
Any minute.
Any minute now.
Try unplugging your one. Try it right now.
There you go.
Try it and see if you can hear me right now. Can you hear anything now? Alright, I don't know what's going on, so let's just go. If they're ready, let's just go radio. Make a read going on camera. No, not on camera. World Peace. Alright, we're on radio. Alright, you got 4 hours up there?
Where's Colin?
He can turn him up.
Yeah, so you can bring the music down.
I can't. They're all in right now. Okay, let's bring up the mics and say 400 are loaded. 3, 2, 1, Mikey.
All right, race fans, the World Pro Ski Tour Championships here at Taos Ski Valley. Kevin Clark alongside my buddy Uncle Lee.
Hi.
4 runners are loading into gates. We're ready to go with our qualifying round here for 3 days of exciting dual format racing. Purpose of our 4 runners is to check the timing, make sure everything is working properly. You look up on the big screen, you can see the top up there. Does not do it justice. It is way steeper than that when you're standing in that starting gate. And there's a view of the alley. So that is the view looking up as you make the right or left footer into that section. It really plays with your head. Then back here, you can see they take the right footer back and over the final jump and into the finish. So 2 runs of qualifying. First up, a pair of 4 runners as we wait for them to come out of the start. Beautiful day up there, a little bit of breeze. You got the Mazda banner overhead. So they get a run on each course. So we take the fastest 4 women on each course, each run. Here's a couple of forerunners doing a good job coming down out of the steep pitch. Oop, down he went. Yeah, he's back up and on course. So into one of the 2 jumps, getting some big air there on both sides, getting back on the snow. So as the forerunners make that turn down Pro Alley, and in the bullet they go, and over the final jump. You see, bud?
Yeah, since we don't get foreigners' names given to us, it's SpongeBob SquarePants on the right-hand side and Minnie Mouse on the blue course here. Across the finish line, SpongeBob takes the win over Minnie Mouse. Some excellent racing. By far the best racing we've seen so far today.
So,
is this microphone on?
So time's posted up there for us. Well, of course, he's running at a 41.56 on the red course side. Over on the blue is a 43.17. Timing dialed in. Bob Underwood over there, Randy Patson, and Matt Rogers, and Mark up there at the top, organizing the athletes, getting ready to go.
The Bob Underwood. He is focusing. Thanks, Bob. Good work.
Looks like we got another set of forerunners up there, a couple of young athletes. We're going to have our junior challenge this afternoon. The pros are going to be skiing with some young athletes here from the valley, all over Taos. So those young athletes will be competing on this same course this afternoon. So a couple of young guys right now having a run at it. Gets the big angles there. Got the knuckle drag like Ted Liggety, Uncle Lee.
Yeah, I like the chicken wings out. Like just getting those. The wings are out right now, but look at this ripper in the blue.
Good job over the jumps,
Yeah.
getting those skis back on the snow. Got some good angles going. A little energy out of the ski there, a little pop as he goes into the alley.
Like the silver helmet on the blue course, the orange helmet on the red course. These two are future World Pro Ski Tour candidates out here. And of course has all sorts of different changes and undulations, couple of jumps here. Lots to talk about as the day goes on, but put your hands together if you're in the finish area for these 2 future potential Olympians here in Taos Ski Valley.
So, that's your final pair of forerunners. We're going to lead off with the ladies first. Your tour champion, Erin Milzinski. You talked about how much cash she's pulled out of this tour over the last couple of years. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, she's just played it really smart, stuck to her game, used that 4-time Olympian, 13 years on the Canadian team. She just uses that experience here at the Pro Tour, the 33-year-old, and she's walked away with a whole lot of money and gaining valuable experience. Next to her, who do we have from Oslo, Norway?
Tuva Norbe, 2 years ago, she was your tour champion. So these will be your lead racers. See how this thing really rips. So out in front of the doors, you see those, we call the drag race lights. On each side, they will go from red to green, and then they'll bust out of the start doors. So the doors start the clock, as I mentioned earlier. There's 2 micro switches attached to those heavy gauge aluminum doors and held back by 600-pound electronic magnets on each side to keep them closed. You come up against those doors too soon, you're gonna snap your poles right off. Boop.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. Now this is not what you're gonna see. Well, it is what you're gonna see throughout the course of the weekend, but this is for timing. We wanna make sure that each person gets an opportunity to ski each course. The fastest competitors are gonna qualify the highest, and we'll throw them into brackets for Friday and Saturday's racing, and we'll keep explaining this as it goes on. For all intents and purposes, we're just putting them into the ladder, into the brackets now, and they're both going to get opportunities in each course. Here we go!
Here we go! So the best in the world, Erin Milzinski, the Canadian red course side. Tuva Norby, champion 2 years ago on the tour. Clean, smooth turns, pretty equal coming down the pitch into the jump. Again, we're skiing for times today. Tomorrow we go to differential mode. Touching down, a little bit of air for both these gals. Here comes Erin Milzinski. So she's going to make the turn of the red course, the outside course, and you say all of a sudden Tuva Norby makes up ground. But when they make the turn down here, the red course is going to be more direct to the finish. So over the final jump, the Canadian goes back out in front. So Milzinski looking clean and smooth on the red course side. Norby right behind the finish line. Red course gets the finish first. Erin with a 37.33, 37.33 for Erin. And Tuva Norby with a 37.86. So once we get a couple pair down the course, we'll see what the parity is like between the 2 courses. Barrett Stein doing a fantastic job along with John Jacobs setting the course and getting these things as equal as possible. Not an easy job when you have a dog leg left and right out on track. Your next pair. Who do you got, Uncle Lee?
Caitlin Harsh, born on New Year's Day. She's on the red course. And Sarah Rask, winner of the Aspen event earlier this season. She is on the blue course, making nice time on these ladies. And Rask really putting the hammer down on that blue course.
Nice, smooth touchdown. They built a little knuckle up there as you come over that first jump to take the harshness out of the landing, working out perfect as they make their way through the alley. So it's still Rask out in front. But again, we're skiing against the clock today to determine how we seed the athletes in the ladder for the later eliminations. Here they come, looking pretty even at the finish line. Blue course going to cross first with a time for Rask of a 38.33, and Caitlin Harsh with a 38.21. We'll go over it again. Harsh, 38.21. Rask, 38.33. Once again, Barrett Stein sets some pretty equal courses here for our qualifying rounds. Up next is going to be Tegan Wold and Hedda Bernstein.
Yep, Hedda Bernstein, Tegan Wold, Tegan, the rookie on this tour from Vail, Colorado. Hedda Bernstein, the Norwegian, has so many accomplishments that it's going to take us a couple days to run through all the props and accolades. We'll start with the 1997 world champion in telemark. She's got an Olympic medal. She has an X Games medal or two. And right now, she's focusing on the red course.
Doing an excellent job against Wold. Wold on the blue side. So this is a pretty awesome run. Bernstein, she heads for the turn. So Hedda makes that turn. So it's a little confusing in there because it's straight for a couple of gates. I skied it yesterday. It's like, which side do you go on? These guys have no problem figuring it out as they head for the bottom bump. It's going to be Hedda out front on the red course side. Wold making up some ground. Again, we're skiing against the clock to seed them for the elimination rounds across the line. Let's take a look at the times. Bernstein would cross the line first with a 39.19. 39.19. And then over on opposite course and blue course side at 39.77. 39.77 for Wold.
Wold, Montana State graduate, slalom specialist. Nice to have her in the mix. And a PhD in sports science and a PhD in ski slaying for Miss Hedda Bernstein. So those two will go back up, swap courses, and do it all over again. To the top we go. This is Evelina Fredrickson and Nora Brand on course.
So clean over the jumps as they work their way down the midsection of the course and make that dog leg. So in qualifying, we have what is called the hot seat. So with qualifying 16 women, we will take 4 athletes off of each course, each run. So once we have 4 athletes downhill, which is coming up right now, you will have the hot seat time. That's the time to beat to get in on that run. Across the line they go. Let's take a look at Nora Brand over on the blue side with a 38.13, 38.13. And Fredrickson on the red side, 38.59, 38.59.
Brand from Germany, Fredrickson from Sweden. They're done. They'll go back up and swap it around. Let's go back to the top. It's time for France's Noah Duviard against Miss Kat Carrillo from the USA on course.
So in the hot seat right now is Hedda with her time of 39.19. That's the time to beat for the next pair on that red course side.
Noah Duviard on the blue, sorry Kevin, on the red, Kat Carrillo. And Kat's got a ponytail flapping, moving, making time down this course, gets into the alley, gets in her tuck, maintains that speed and the positioning. She's well ahead by a couple of gates over Magie France's Noah Duviard in the blue. Again, 2 runs for each one of these ladies on these courses.
So
across the finish line first.
Yeah, time to beat 39.19 on the red course side. Not enough with a 40.39, so Bernstein stays in that hot seat. Let's go over to the blue course side now. And at the finish with a 45.49, so Tegan Wold is safe for another pair.
And to the top we go to ladies who had a glorious year all over the world because they are part of Team USA. On the World Cup, Miss Tricia Mangan on the blue course, and the red, Paula Moltzen. And one is a speed expert. Moltzen did a lot of slalom in GS, had a couple of top 5 finishes this season along with her teammate AJ Hurt. And Mangan had some great success here, along with Polson last year. So,
Yep. Uncle Leon Mankin with a big lead there, coming down the pitch on the blue side, stretching it out over Paula Moulton. Moulton really working the ski in her tuck through the alley. She goes, trying to make up some ground, get some energy out of the ski now. Blue course side time to beat is a 39.19. This is going to get you in there, I'm pretty sure, on that one right now. Mankin across the line with the fastest run of the day. Nope. Paula Moulton with the fastest run of the day in the blue course side. So both these athletes topping it out on their courses. Paula with a 36.66 and Mangan with a 37.01.
And we'll go to Kaja Norby from Norway and Denise Dingsletter from Austria. Kaja Norby on the red course. It's the right-hand side looking up with the red control panel on the right-hand side and the blue. We want to thank CB Sports, Chris Neary and company out here in effect, making sure that everyone is outfitted from the staff to the cameramen to us as well. CB Sports been around since the 60s, took a little hiatus. Chris Neary and company took it over and said, hey, we want to bring this legendary brand back to life. And it is, in fact, here. Taos Ski Valley, thank you very much. Third year in a row, doing a bang-up job. Your staff doing excellent work, head to toe, from parking to food services, here to race services. Thank you so much. Mazda, oh yeah, thank you very much. Chris Hill and company, the CX-50, the CX-90, the hybrid, great vehicles, all sorts of technical details on those. We'll talk about them all weekend long. We have them on site for you to check out as well. Thank you, Mazda, one of our top tier sponsors, making this World Pro Ski Tour come to life. We are waiting for Kaja Norby, who will be on the red course, and Denise Dingsletter from Austria is on the blue course.
So the next pair's up there getting ready to go, and it's Bluebird Day at Taos Ski Valley. Super cool. Our finals for the tour and our world championships. So some heavy hitters coming from all over the world. There's two right now. Norby
on course. Yeah, Kaja took a few events off. Her sister Tuva was racing, but she's back at it, and both these ladies putting a hammer down. Looks like synchronized racing right now.
So touching down off the jump. Norby on the red course side, right alongside Dingsletter as they make the turn. The blue course picks up some advantage, and the red makes the turn here into the final jump and picks it back up. Around that turn they go. So a couple of straight gates up there, picking up speed off the jumps, touching down pretty close as they head for the finish line. Let's go to the clocks to see who's got the speed on that run. Kaja Norby with a 37.91, 37.91. And Denise over on the blue course side, 37.88.
We're going to take a small break. Be right back at you with Elena Exenberger and Elise Hitter from Switzerland. Stand by.
Yeah, kind of.
Hey, Bob.
Moulton was on the blue. This one's on blue.
Right here is when she starts. All right, I'm good.
Well, hang on, let's see this. Pretty sure, because we know there's a certain race that's full of red, so I think the gate behind.
Yeah, that's quite
Sorry, when I work with numbers like this, I can't talk.
So half a gate. Less than half a gate. What was the difference in time?
What's the difference in time, Bob, between those two?
3:36.
So it's got Molson winning, but Molson didn't come across line first, did she?
No.
No.
No. For sure it was, can we back up one more time?
So, did they have them on the wrong course?
Go back to the finish line.
I'm not familiar with what they look like.
So Paul's on a red, Bob?
We have here Paula on the blue,
Paul was on the blue.
and Megan was on the red.
Okay, so Paula won, Gina 36.
36.66.
All right,
Do you think Paula's in a white outfit?
must be.
So the blue was 36.66, and the red was 37.01. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's
37.01.
that's about a half a gate. All right, I think I'm good with it. Let's go.
37.01.
Okay. And then I have a tie. Kevin?
Yes.
Hot seat.
And now we're recording on the slime on deck, so.
Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna sit again.
Ready?
Yeah,
bud.
let's go. 2-1.
All right, welcome back. Uncle Lee, who's next?
Next up with qualifying, Lena Exenberger from Austria against the Swiss ruler Elise Hitter. Relative newcomer to the game. Up top, starters ready to dial it in. Beautiful day, light wind, lots of fresh powder, blue skies. Soft conditions for racing comparatively to some of the other tracks we've had in the past. But here we go. Elise Hitter, she'll be on the blue course from Switzerland, and the red course, Elena Exenberger from Austria.
So let's look at the hot seat time on the blue course side. It's Nora Brand with a 38.13. Then Caitlin Harsh over the red course side with 38.21. Those are the times to beat to be in the top 4 on your first run. So 4 athletes off of each course. Each run will make up your round of 16 tomorrow for the eliminations. So let's see if these guys have it in them. So again, the time to beat on the red, 38.12. On the blue, Nora Brand with 38.13. So we head for the finish line, clean skiing. Surface is beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Come across the line. Exenberger on a 38.29, 38.29 over on that red course side. So not quick enough, almost very close, and then over on the blue course side. Hitter with a time of a 38.82. So Brand and Caitlin Harsh stay in the hot seat. That's the slowest of the 4 athletes that are now your top 4 on their respective courses.
Ooh, a tough early start there for Fabiana Dorigo from Germany on the blue course, and Carlota Marcora from Italy. 2 newcomers to the game off the World Cup circuit, and they're coming in hot, lean, and mean right now off the first jump.
So over the jump they go, a little bit twisted, arm round behind it, pulls it off on the blue course side. That's the German. So course holding up nicely. So when you come through that alley, you can see it's already getting a little bit peely. The snow gets really baked by the angle of the sun there up that alley. Over the bottom jump on the blue course. You go out in front and head for the finish line. You need to better a 38.13 to be in the top 4. And across the line she goes. She gets, let's see. So on the red course side, 38.06, 38.06. That will be quick enough. And on the blue course side, a 37.49, very quick. So they will now jump into the top 4 for our first round of qualifying for the ladies.
Nice job, ladies. Back to the top we go. Leonie Flockin from Germany. She is on the red course. Sheila Decker, CU Colorado University, part of the Austrian national team, but representing the, USA, Sheila Decker. Pardon me, she is on the blue course, and Leonie Flokin from Germany on the red course. Off and running.
So back to the top we go. Doors open up. Starts the clocks. Red course. The German out front. So Decker over the blue course side. Trailing as it comes to bumps. Hands in the air. Really got to figure out the timing on getting the skis back in the snow as quick as possible. So new for a lot of these athletes, the pro format with some pretty serious jumps as they make the turn on the red course.
Yeah, the German, Leonie, just making time with this course. She's putting the hammer down. She'll be the first one across the finish line by a couple of gates. See if she can dial in a quick enough time for the top four. Where's she at there, Kev?
39.78 over the red course side.
And Decker makes it across with a time of 43.78.
So that finishes up the first run for the ladies. We will announce those fast four on each course momentarily as we get the men ready to go. We're going to put a quick side slip on the course, smooth out some of that soft snow we call the rut. Try to move, but the track looks amazing today. So good cold temperatures at night, beautiful sunny days. What a day for the start of the World Championships.
And we'll be right back with men's racing. Stand by.
All right, welcome back as the men get lined up for their first run of qualifying. Let's take a look at the two respective courses that we mentioned before. The fastest four of each course, each run, will populate the ladder. So let's start with number one, Trish Mangan over on the red course side with a 37.01. Then it's Erin Molzinski with a 37.33. Then it's Kaisa Norby with a 37.91. And then Carlotta Makora with a 38.06. So Makora, Norby, Milzinski, and Mangan on the red course. Let's move to the blue side. So essentially these are two separate races on each course, each run to populate the ladder. Number one on that red course side with the fastest time on that course and fastest time overall between both courses, Paula Molson with a 36.66, the only one of the 36s. And then it's Dorigo, the German, with a 37.49. And then third, Tuva Norbe with a 37.86. And then fourth spot, Ingsleder, the Austrian. So those are your fastest four in the first run. They'll switch courses. And of course, the second run time matters for these athletes for that valuable speed run points. And we'll be back shortly to start the men.
Okay. Yeah. All right, go back to 1 feed. All right, let's go back to the mics. Here we go.
back at it. We are ready for the dudes to get their game faces on. According to my paperwork, Kevin, I see 36 guys. Divide that by 2. 18 two-packs will be coming down here on the first round. Is that correct?
So that's correct. So what we're going to do here is we're qualifying 32 men. So when we have our top 8 down the course, the 8th place person on their respective courses will be again in the hot seat like we announced with the women. So again, the fastest 8 off of each course, each run, populate the ladder for tomorrow's elimination rounds. First up, Christian Sovek, tour leader, the Norwegian rookie on tour. And then it's Michael Ankeny, the Joker. Been with us, he's restarted pro ski racing back in 2017. Ankeny, such a great attitude. He was at a press conference last night. He was candid as usual. We had some serious fun, but game face is on now. Sovek and Ankeny ready to go.
Yeah, the Joker just knows how to keep the fun going, keep the passion alive, and that's how we all got into this sport in the first place. It was fun. So anybody out there, no matter what you're doing today, keep the fun going. Sovek, he is charging on the red course, blue course, Ankeny.
So Sovek gets a good jump to see the clock start simultaneously when the doors open. So Ankeny trying to make up some ground here. Again, you're racing your own course for time, not the athlete next to you. That happens tomorrow, eliminations. So Sovek, your tour overall leader. So very quiet, soft-spoken Norwegian, drops down his bullet. Ankeny trailing now. They make the turn. Sovek out in front. See what he can post for a time in this first run. On the red course. Well, I mixed up. I do a little bit.
Yeah. That's me confused too. Yeah.
He's got a new suit.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, you threw me off with that new suit. So Michael, with that super strong start, I headed backwards the whole run. My apologies. Let's look at the times. Ankeny with a 35.21, super quick, and Christian Sovek with a 35.92. So Ankeny with the new suit, fastest on course, 35.23.
Yeah, Ankeny 35.23, Sovek 35.92. That's your first of 2. Let's go back up to the top. Now it's time for Philip Fjorchek going against Simon Breitfuss Kammerlander. Fjorchek, red course. Kammerlander, blue course.
Kammerlander goes out on the blue course side in the second gate. So it's all Fjorchek, the long, tall skier from the Czech Republic. Fjorchek getting some good energy out of the ski. Let's see how quick he will be on that red course side. Sovek's red course run time was a 35.92. So here we go with Fjorchek. Touches down. So it's going to be Fjorchek at the finish line. Let's see what he posts for time. 35.92, 35.01 Fjorchek, 35.01. So Fjorchek with about 9/10 of advantage over Sovek on his course, and no finish for Simone on the blue course side. So we'll move on to the next pair,
which will be Roman Frost from Germany on the red course. Kiefer Christensen, 31-year-old USA competitor on the blue course out of Burke Mountain Academy, Dartmouth, and a little UNR time as well. So all over the map. Here we go.
So Frost and Christensen drop out on track. Christensen on the blue course side, trails right off the hop. So the German, rookie on tour, some good energy out of the skis. Good high edge angle, top of the turn, pressure on the ski. Generating speed is what you have to do in the flat section here. Really try to get all the juice out of the skis you can. So making the turn, they even up for a second. Blue course actually pulls a little bit ahead. Does Christensen, but then they make the turn. The red course picks it back up. Frost going to cross the line first. Let's take a look how his time stacks up in the first 2 runs for qualifying across the line. Frost with a 35.89, 35.89. Just barely edges out Sovek, and Kiefer Christensen with a 36.43, 36.43 for Christensen. So posting a quick time, 2/10 off of Michael Ankeny.
Nice job, boys. Nice job. We got Barrett Stein right next to us, taking a look on proudly, but up top on the red course, Jeremy Lagier from France. On the right-hand side, look up, and Loic Chabel from Switzerland. He is on the blue course. Ooh, getting a little in the back seat, but evenly off the top air, and here we come into the mid part of the section.
So into the section that plays games with the head. on the blue course, accelerating away down the alley, but the red will turn it around at the bottom. Lagier down in his bullet, trying to get as much juice out of it. That section in there is the section you're going to have to wax for today. Right in there, it gets a little bit sticky as the sun angle hits that alley across the line on the blue course. The side Look with a 36.07, 36.07. There's your new quickest athlete on that side. So Loic with a 36.07. Jeremy with a 36.68, 36.68.
We're just ripping through these today because we're looking to throw them into the charts, into the brackets for tomorrow's racing. It's now time for Enzo Senerelli, just a great name from France. And we will take a small course hold right now and take a little break and come right back to the action in just a minute with Enzo and Florian Swiebel.
Well, all the athletes, when they came down, they're all like, sweet course, but those, look at the lip. I'm like, in like the third one, I'm like, the lip of the jump? They're like, yeah. So the only bitching was the lip of the jump. Yeah.
So guys, we are streaming. We weren't going to stream today, but we're testing.
Yeah, if the athletes want to, they talked about doing in between runs, so ask them if the athletes want to. I'm okay with that. Tell Randy.
WhatsApp.
So right now, Jeremy is in the hot seat.
No, there's no hot seat till we have 8. Buddy boy.
No, brother.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're all excited. Oh, those lights have got to stop.
These lights here, these back.
The disco lights.
Yeah, they're driving me nuts.
If we close that curtain, or is it?
Yeah, let's go. Can you bring it on? Okay, you guys are going back to the top.
Back. And back to the top we go with the Leitner Poma, one of our sponsors, the Glyphs, getting everybody up there. Red, white, and blue flag flying. We're ready to get going with our next qualifying round. Enzo Senerelli from Courchevel, France. He will be on the red course. Next to him, Florian Swiebel from the USA out of Gypsum, Colorado. He's on the blue course.
Schwebel with a great start, a former co-announcer with us a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Got in the field at Aspen, some strong skiing. So Flo starting to get caught now. Ooh, wide, super wide for Schwebel as he touches down. Senerelli on the red course side, drops his bullet. Oh, Flo is off course on the blue side. Takes a panel out, tough break for the pro motorcycle rider. Off-road rider.
Flo Rider just takes it just a little too aggressive. So Flo will go to the sidelines and reset. What do you see on Senerelli's time?
He's got a time of 37.17, 37.17 on his first of 2 runs. So remind everybody out there, you can find us on World Pro Ski Tour Facebook page, live streaming right now.
What? Live streaming on Facebook? Okay, tell your friends, families, and loved ones, and we'll get going now with the Flying Spaniard for España, Alex Puente Tacias. He had some great racing action going on in Bear Valley. It's right just off the podium in 4th, and he's going to go up against the Austrian Benny Anger on the blue course.
Anger super quick out of the start as they drop down to pitch. Puente with a little bit of trouble getting out of the start gate, starting to pick it up now. As again, they're just racing against the clock today to get in the field. Here comes the Spaniard, really pouring on the scene now, really made up some ground on the red course side. They make the turn where the blue course accelerates away. Just got to stay focused on your own course. Stay as aerodynamic as possible through the alley and to the right. Turn into the final bump. Blue course out in front. Anger getting it done. Let's take a look at his time. Looks like a quick one across the line. He will go. Brady with a 36.33. There's a quick time, 36.33. And over on the red course side, Aziz with a 36.47, 36.47.
Good looking racing by Anger and Tacias. They'll reset themselves, go back up top, and here we go for the next battle royale. It is Miha Kuner from Slovenia against Jake Jacobs. JJ.
Right. Jake on the blue course side. Get some juice out of the skis. They approach the jump. Closing the gap on a big, tall Miha Kuner on the red side. So Jacobs drops down to his bullet. Trying to keep it close with Miha Kuner. Head coach, fifth coach from Killington Mountain School, Miha Kuner from Slovenia. With the edge over the bottom jump, they go again, skiing against the clock. Good bullet for Jacobs. He comes over the bottom jump. Going to be Miha at the line first with the time of 36.49 for Miha Kuhner. 36.49. Jake Jacobs over the red course. Blue course side here, 37.74. 37.74.
To the top we go. Sawyer Matson up against the likes of Andreas Smith. And Andreas Smith is on the blue course. That's the left-hand side looking up in the red. You got Sawyer Matson.
So the rookie from Norway pulling away. Oh, all kinds of twisted. Whoa, and that was quite a move. Looked like slow motion. Went right down on the tails of his skis. Thought he was going to blow up there, but he pulls it off, but not going to get him in the field with a mistake like that. So all blue course right now. Andreas Smith coming at you. Ooh, he's all twisted coming off the jumps. These rookies trying to get used to taking off, getting that turn done before you take it off across the line. He goes on the blue course side with a 37.42.
Yeah, Andreas Smith skiing for Norway out of the University of Nevada, Reno. Had a chance to talk to him earlier this season. He was at our table at the UNR Ski Ball. Nice kid, strong Norwegian team at the UNR. Let's go back up top. It's Ivar Ness, another Norwegian from UNR, and Redo Schmidiger. Redo's on the blue course. Ivar Ness is on the red course.
So DNF on the red course side as I looked away from the screen for a moment. So on the blue course and running away. Redo Schmidiger, super fast here last year. Schmidiger drops down in his bullet through the alley. He goes, a solo run into the turn. Getting some real energy out of the ski, man. He's really letting one rip here. Let's see how he stacks up against the rest of the field. As Schmidiger crosses the finish line with a time of 35.73, 35.73. Unofficially, with my naked eye, that's second.
Right behind Ankeny, yeah.
Behind Michael Ankeny with 35.21. So the veteran Ankeny hanging on over there. It's Voracek with the fastest time on his respective course on the red course side. Then it's Roman Frost following him. Then Christian Sovak and Alex Tassis. Those are your top four at this point. Once we have 8 racers down the course, then we develop the hot seat. That is the time to beat, to get into the field on the first run.
A little bit of wind pushing straight up the course there as Barrett Stein enjoys himself a burrito and enjoys the fruits of his labor the last week of getting this set up. He's got a smile on his face. Mother Nature's cooperating for the most part. Let's look up top. River Radimus, rad style on the red course. And Tanguy Neff from Switzerland is on the blue course. Radimus, what a fantastic season he had. Took a bronze, took 3rd place over at Palisades Tahoe on home soil. And what a crowd reaction that was.
Radimus with an incredible start, ripping here. Let's see where he stacks up against these guys right now. Down in the bull he goes, just taking out that left footer there, straightening it out as best he can. All kinds of trouble.
Hang in there.
Wild, oh.
Doing his own tango there was Tanguy Neff.
Neff thought he was going to go off track and fly over to Radimus. Radimus' time at 36.29. 36.29 will put him 4th quick on that first run for River Radimus with 36.29 and no finish on Tanguy Neff. He was all twisted up there.
He was doing Zwangozi Tanguy right there, Mr. Neff was, and he is going to go back up. Now it's time for Billy Major and Laurie Taylor. Laurie Taylor from Great Britain. Taylor's going to be is on the blue course, so he's all in the back seat. In the red course, it's Billy Major.
Oh, all kinds of straightening it out on the red course side was Major. Into the turn they go. A couple of Brits. Hayden Scott on the edge of his seat in here. Our in-house Brit. So Laurie fastest second run time in Aspen. Let's see how these guys stack up in the pro format. Across the line they go. Laurie with a time of 36.50 puts him 6th unofficially, and Billy Major with a 37.03 puts him in 8th. That will be your hot seat time.
The Brits are coming strong. Team had a chance to ski with Charlie Raposa at Palisades with some fantastic power earlier this season. The Brits just fun to be around. Great energy all the way around. Good to have you boys. Arnaud Bosset from Switzerland going against Alexander Schmid from Germany. Bosset from Switzerland, got a strong French accent. He's on the red course, and Alexander Schmid is on the blue.
So let's take a look at the hot seat. It's Billy Major over on the red course side with a 37.03 crossing the finish line, that last pair. And then it is Jake Jacobs in 8th with a 37.43 on the blue course side. So those are the times to beat. We call it the hot seat. So
Ready to get them on again. This is just qualifying. Regardless of who comes across first, we got times for each individual. They're going to go back up and swap it around on each course. On course, Arnaud Bosset on the red and Alexander Schmidt on the blue.
So Schmidt with a powerful start at the blue course side. Oh, gets all kind of energy out of that 165 slalom ski, but he harnessed that energy, making speed. This guy's really getting some juice out of the ski over the red course side. Bossetti trails, but again, we're running against time. So on that blue course side, the time to beat to get into the field is a 37.74 held by Jake Jacobs. Just getting some real energy out of the ski. He is as we cross the line. Schmidt with a time of a 35.89, so that puts him in the field with the third quickest time, 35.89. Bossetti with a time of a 37.93, not quick enough to get in the field on the first run. That's a 10th place, according to the timing screen here.
And here we go with more action up top. Peter Afros on the blue course from the USA and Luis Fassa from Norway on the red.
So Fassa trails now. So Fassa on that red course side, the Norwegian. They're working their way into the turn. There's Alfruz, another American rookie on the red course side.
Yeah, Peter Afros, the 50-year-old world-class skier plagued by injuries.
Really 50 years old, man. I give the guy all the kudos in the world. Coming across the line on the blue course side with a 36.93. So
correction, that is Andrea Pizzini and Luke Winters.
So Luke Winters
we're off
just gets in there. So he's now in the hot seat with a 36.93. And on that red course side, at 38.88, not quick enough to get in the field on the first run. So again, the top 8 athletes off each course, each run will populate that round to 32 ladder, which will get underway tomorrow morning with men and women. So
yeah,
super exciting.
That was Pizzini from Italy, my mistake, and Luke Winters from the USA. So again, Winters 36.93, 38.88 for Pizzini. Now on course, George Steffi, USA red, and Jan Zebstrand from Czechia on the blue.
So Steffi and Zebstrand. So blue course with the edge. There's a USC team member. Is George Steffi. Trails now, makes the turn, picks up a little ground over the bottom jump. Time to beat on that blue course side. Let's take a quick look at it. It is a 36.73. Jan gets it done. Second quickest on the blue course side with a 35.73. And George Steffi quick. Fourth quickest on his course with a 36.25. So Steffi, Zebstrand, I'm gonna have a struggle with that one for a while.
Yeah, Zebstrand.
Zebstrand.
Yeah.
So both get in the field. Let's see who moves into the hot seat.
Okay, now it's Luis Vasa from Norway on the red course, Peter Afros on the blue course.
So red course side. Peter, the rookie.
Yeah, the rookie, but claiming he's half a century old, world-class skier, plagued by injuries. He's an attorney, loves to play the guitar. He's a natural-born ski junkie. That's the skier on the blue course. Over on the red, Luis Fassa from Norway, the 22-year-old, lean and mean, right in between, coming in, slicing it, and he's across the finish line with a time of.
Straighten it out hard. Fassa with a time of the 36.12, so he jumps into the field. That puts Miha Kuhner in the hot seat. Fassa with a 36.12. Pace is getting picked up by these later athletes. I thought it would start to slow down a little bit through that alleyway. The sun baking it down there can really hinder the skis sliding with that soft snow, but keep going faster.
Had a chance this morning to talk to one of the crazy Canucks, Mr. Ken Reed. He has 2 children that are legendary up-and-coming World Cup up-and-coming legends, the Eric and Jeffrey. Eric is here. He's coming up next, and he will be featured on the red course. He'll go up against Belgium competitor Sam Maes.
I think that's the first competitor we've ever had from Belgium on tour.
I think so.
Love myself some good Belgian beer.
Yeah, and a nice Belgian waffle as well.
Yeah, we've got the waffle shacks back home. You guys got waffle shacks out west?
Yes, and the top of Jackson Hole has a great waffle shack at the top of Corbett's cabin.
My young athletes, they just absolutely love the waffle shack. They took it away from my home mountain, and one of the kids on the team wrote a letter to the mountain manager, said, "Got to have the waffle shack back. I'm so sad."
Yeah, please. they infuse the smell when you get off the tram in Jackson, and all the merchandise they have there inside, everything smells like waffles. I bought a hat, put it in my bag. My entire bag smells like waffles. It's beautiful.
So we digress.
Yes, we do.
All from Belgium. Waffles. Here we go. On a track they go. Sam Maes and Eric Reed. Eric on the red course side. A little slow out of the gate. Maes out front on the blue side as they work their way down the pitch into the first jump. Nicely done. A little bit wild on the red course side as Reed touches down 1 foot at a time. Maes out front on the blues. He works the turn and heading for the alleyway. So blue course. Going to make the turn first. Reed on the red trails now. Maes head for the finish line. Blue course time. He's going to cross with a time on the blue course for Sam. 35.81. Fourth quick for Maes. So 35.81 is Maes. Eric Reed with a 37.13. Not in the top 8 on that first of his 2 runs. It's 11th unofficially as we look at the timing screen. Back to the top we go. 2 more pair to go.
Adrian Missen from Germany on the red course. Patrick Kenny, he's been doing this tour for a little bit, representing the USA. He is on the blue course. Again, everyone's going to get 2 goes at this today. We'll go back up top after this with the women, swap it around, and they'll get another chance at it, just like the men will.
So, Kenny in the blue course, his first of 2 runs. His home mountain, where he learned to ski race, is where I coach, back in Attitash.
Up on the screen there, you see the lady in all pink over there. She's dressed up as Easter for she's like a peep. So that's Trisha Mangan having a look on. And Adrian Messen from Germany, red course. Patrick Kenny, blue course.
So the Germans struggled to get out of the start gate. Patrick Kenny joined us here last year. Good strong start out of Kenny as he touches down off the top jump. Here comes Kenny, right on the panels, making the turn. On the inside course, Kenny gets some good energy out of his skis. He drops down into a bullet, makes his way through the alley, making the turn. The right footer into the bottom jump goes U.S. ski teamer Patrick Kenny. Over the jump he goes, back down to the ground. Quickly gets some good juice out of the ski, launches him in the air a little bit. Kenny's going to cross the line first with a time of a 36.50, 36.50. That's 9th on the run, not making the cut on the first run. And the German with a 37.32, 13th quick on his side. Over on the red course side. We'll go back to the top for a final pair, Uncle Lee. That will wrap up the first run for the men.
Raphael Hauser from Austria, red course. Simon Spear, USA, blue course. Thank you to all of our staff, the event crew here at Taos for doing a bang-up job. Be nice if you pushed a button and everything just kind of came out of a truck and set itself up. But that is not the case. And Kevin Clark, you've shown me what it takes to build this in 3 to 4 feet of snow.
Where do we get that magic button? Is that the easy button?
Nope, doesn't exist.
As the Navy SEALs say, it was going to be an easy day. Tomorrow's an easy day.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Never an easy day on the Pro Tour.
Tomorrow never comes.
So, final pair, and then we'll start the women's second run. Recap that for you. Give you some updates on the situation here on the second run. So, Simon Spear, blue course side. It's left behind by Hauser as they drop down to pitch.
Simon got a little cattywampus on that third gate. Now he's in the back seat. He's going to slide off the jump.
Drops out of sight and almost pours over the edge.
Yep. So that slower snow slowed him down there. So it's all about the red of Raphael Hauser from Austria.
So we'll take a look at that in the replay as we watch the Austrian touchdown off the bottom jump, head for the finish line. Let's see what kind of time he posts here. Across the line he goes. Hauser with a 36.69. That puts him 9th on his course. So not making that top 8. Again, we take the fastest 8 off each course, each run. Those 8 who qualify on this first run will be skiing for the speed run, which picks up valuable extra points as the athletes are all up there doing a side slip.
Ye old speed run. And we'll be back in just a minute, do some slipping of the course. And we have more racing coming up here from Taos Ski Valley.
Here's the rerun, Uncle Lee. Let's see what happens on the blue course. Oh, back in his tails he goes. Those 165, there's nothing to support it. When you get all that energy way back behind the heel piece of the binding, it just spits you out, and we've seen it over and over again. You can watch a lot of that. Could make Slalom Tokyo drift. So watch the energy here. Spear, good turn there. Oh, running a little bit straight there. See what happens here. Oh, hips, weight on the tails of the ski. The launch button was hit, and he goes. So we're gonna toss the break while the side slipping happens. We'll get underway with the women shortly. So stick with us here for the qualifying rounds for the World Pro Ski Tour, the World Championships here at Taos.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The 3-row Mazda CX-90.
CB Sports is a vintage ski brand that was very popular in the 80s and 90s, created by CB Vaughn, and we are fortunate enough to be able to relaunch that brand into the market in 2022.
CB Sports is basically a retro vintage brand from the past being brought into the present. It's got great designs, lines, and features. It's a great old outerwear brand that's made new.
Buy Tough. Call for the store. The store is due. Tough. Buy Tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
In general, ski racing is a pretty tough sport.
Racers ready?
Using my DNA vibe has allowed me to train harder, longer, and recover faster. Less days off, more time on the snow, beating my competitors. Having another option to be doing what we love and to continue to race, it just keeps the sport open and keeps you in it.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
For more than half a century, Seiko has been supporting athletes in their efforts to be the best. Now, we want to bring this reliable technology to anyone striving for a goal. Because we understand, a split second can change everything. Keep going forward. Prospects.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
In the tradition of Montana's pioneering spirit, and born of the same individualism, enthusiasm, and ingenuity that marks the American West, come the most innovative skis in skiing. Peak skis. Created by Bodie Miller in Bozeman, Montana, with new thinking, unbridled passion, and new technology that promises to forever change the ski industry.
I pray there's no reincarnation. Nothing could equal the journey I've had. Everything else would be a boring encore. I was always exploring. Everyone said Taos was unskiable. It was certainly magnificent, but it would be the future site of a grand ski resort. They thought I was mad, and they were right.
says that the mics are hot. That means we're able to talk into them. Hello, Uncle Lee, alongside Kevin Clark.
Things are heat up. They're gonna get hot now.
Yeah, look at that. The icicles are starting to drip just a little bit. That means Mother Nature is throwing that big gold yellow ball of sunshine out at us. And we are ready to rock and roll with ladies run number 2. What we had happen before is going to happen again, but they're going to swap courses. If you're just skiing up, just waking up, welcome to Taos Ski Valley. This is the 3rd and final stop of the season of the World Pro Ski Tour. Starting in Aspen on Martin Luther King weekend.
Yep.
Then President's Weekend went to Bear Valley.
That's when you did your president's video. That was outstanding. Thanking all the presidents on the deep powder run.
Oh, yes, that was great. Presidents at Bear Valley. That was a lot of fun. Great snow, great racing there. And now, Easter weekend during spring break, after all this fresh snow, head-to-head racing action. But today, Kevin, what are we doing? We're not doing really head-to-head, but
we are qualifying head-to-head. So important. It's not like amateur racing. You can start kind of when you want within a 5-second window, and when you break the wand, it starts the clock. When those doors open up, the wands, micro switches automatically send a signal to start the clocks down to the finish. So if you're left behind, you're losing time right from the get-go. This girl never loses any time. As you see Erin Bolzinski step behind the start gates. Erin was second quickest on her course on the first run with a 37.33, so she is automatically qualified this second run. She's going to be gunning it. You want to get a run on each course to see how it feels. And there's also valuable points for the overall. So the winner with the fastest combined time gets the most points. Picking it up for tiebreakers. Here we go. Former Tour champion Tove Norbe was in the field. She was 3rd quick on her first run on the red course side. Came clean and smooth. So we watch and Erin Bolzinski get some real juice out of the skis. Both such great touch for the snow. Look at the energy. She snaps that ski at the end of the turn. Bolzinski is Tour champion and Tour leader as Norby tries to make up some ground down in the bullet. So again, we're skiing for times here to build the ladder for tomorrow's elimination rounds. Both these athletes in the field looking for the fastest combined time right now to get extra points in the overall. Let's take a look at the time for Norby on her second run on the red course side at 37.96. 37.96. And Erin with a 37.30, 37.30. Talk about consistent skiing and consistent courses. Bolzinski's first run time was a 37.33 and a 37.30. Back to the top, Uncle Lee. What do we got going on?
Sarah Rast from Sweden now will take a shot on the red course. Well, Caitlin Harsh will have a shot at the blue course, and she gets thrown all sideways there.
Rask in trouble all over the place trying to make the field here. Neither of these athletes made it in the first run. So right now, you're watching Caitlin Harsh make the turn. I believe that's correct, yeah.
Yep.
So Caitlin on the blue course's second run, out in front. Let's see what kind of time she posts as Rask gets it back together. Now she's really trying to make up some time. So Caitlin Harsh to the finish line. Her first run was a 38.12. Her second run time to 38.83. 38.83 as they switch courses. Rask with a 40.16, 40.16.
Rask got all tossed around there. Now Hedda Bernstein over in that teal suit on the blue course. And Tegan Wold is on the red course. Here they come at you.
So Bernstein now on the blue course side. Her first one was a 31.92. Wold's first one time was a 39.23. She on the red course time. All kinds of twists. It was Bernstein. She pulls it around. Man, so important to get that turn shape done before you come off that jump. She's so powerful. Oh, she just miscalculated on that blue course side, coming around the right footer into the alley. Tough break.
Yeah,
so,
for Hedda, Hedda on the blue just did not get that rhythm properly. She's out there. There goes Tegan. She'll come across the line now at the 41.36.
So Wold 41.36.
And for Bernstein, she'll have to rely on her first run time on the red course. Now it's going to be Evelina Fredriksson from Sweden. She'll be on the blue course with Nora Brand on the red. Off and running they go.
So Brand on her first run time with a 38.13. She now skis on the red course. Fredriksson with a 38.59 over on the blue side. Hands to the sky. She comes off that jump. Down the tuck. Both these athletes go as they head for the turn. Fredrickson on the blue side, Brand on the red. Their second run of qualifying for the women's portion of the World Championships of Pro Ski Racing here in Taos Ski Valley. What a picture-perfect day. Look at the snow. Look at the blue sky. Look at some of the best athletes in the world competing here for big money here across the line to go on the blue course side. With a, well, we got an anomaly there. It says it's a 15.71, Bob. Nora Brand with a 38.50. We'll have to go to the backup.
Yeah, that would be a fast. That would be a fast time. That 15.71. Barrett Stein, real quick. Who would you like to thank? Because you've been working real hard with Clarkie and the whole entire staff. Who would you like to thank for making this great event come to life?
I would like to thank Bert and his crew. They are the best that we ever run into. So thank you so much, Bert and your crew.
Yes, and also Mother Nature needs a big thank you, right, for throwing a nice curveball.
No, I'm not thanking Mother Nature.
All the powder skiers are, not the racing and event staff. Let's go back. And Wes and Tommy, thanks for the love. Let's go back up to the top. This is Noah Duvillard from France on the blue course, Kat Carrillo on the red course.
So Duvillard's first run time on the red was a 40.39. See what she has on the second run time. There's Kat Carrillo. Skis on the red for her second run. So Duvillard, the rookie from France, makes the turn into the alley, drops down into her bullet. Letting those skis just be free, letting them float, letting them go as best you can. Over the jump she goes. Nicely done. Duvillard absorbs that bump perfectly as she fights for the finish line across the line. Goes Duvillard with a 39.57, 39.57.
And across the finish line now, 46.80, 46.80 for Carrillo.
So Paula Molson stepping up next to Trish Mangan. These two had the fastest times of the day on their respective courses on the first run. Molson, the fastest athlete on the hill with a 36.66, the only one in the 36s. Trish Mangan with a 37.01. Coming out on track now. It's Molson over on the red course side, the second run. Head-to-head, these two pretty evenly matched this second run. Molson won the first run by about 4/10. Again, we're skiing against your course, but it's good to have somebody quick pacing you as they come to the turn. You're going to see the blue course start to stretch away. There's they make the turn. Mangan on the blue course, the second run.
Oh, they're light things up here. Two ladies on the U.S. ski team. They got that competitive spirit there, just icing and slicing right now. And Mangan across the finish line, 37.30. What do you see with Molson?
Molson with a 37.26. So she still remains the only athlete in the 36s on the women's side of the bracket here.
So although they were not racing against each other, they were racing the clock, 0.4 of a second. Real close right there. Real close, ladies. Let's go back to the top. It's Kaja Norby from Norway. She's on the blue course this time, and Denise Dingsletter, the Dingsleiter, is on the red course.
All right, coming at you. Second run, qualifying for the women. Off the jump they go. Bells are ringing out in the corral. You watch Norby was third quick. And Denslinger over on the red course side.
Yeah, Kaja missing a few events in the last 4 World Pro Ski Tour events.
Super quick though.
Yeah, she's happy to be back at it. She is lickety split across the finish line. Blue course, Kaja, 37.55. What do you see with Denise on the red course?
So Denise with a 38.87 for her second run of quali here at our World Championships of Pro Ski Racing. The big Mazda banner at the top, Taos, CB Sports in the middle, so many great sponsors.
And Celsius, huh? Keeping us energized.
Yours is kicked in, I think.
Starting to wake up. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Elena Exenberger from Austria. She's on the blue course. Elise Hitter, Switzerland on the red course.
So Hitter with a little bit of an advantage. Let's take it her first run time. The rookie from Switzerland with a 38.82. Exenberger's first start, 38.29. So these guys are pretty evenly matched on the second run as they make the turn with a blue course. Will accelerate away. Stenslinger, her hitter, stays focused on the red course side. Through the turn they go. Through that dog leg into the last jump over the Tough Shed banner. Got a Tough Shed piggy bank here, so feel free to make a donation. Stop in the Spice building. So across the line to go. Exenberger with a 39.44 and Hitter with a 39.86. So, back to the top we go. 2 more pair to finish off the ladies qualifying portion. So, trouble on the blue course side, coming up against the doors.
That was Carlotta Marcaro, newbie from Italy to this situation. The German Fabiana Dorigo is on the red course.
A little bit twisted coming off the start. Too tough break for Marcaro. She tried to get out early, come up against those start doors, slowing right down quick. You figured that out real fast. Trying to get the timing down when the lights go to green. 5 yellows and a green is the blue course. Rips it off the bottom jump and head to the finish line. Let's look at the clock across the line. And on the blue course side, 37.87, 37.87. There we go. On the red course side, at 38.36. 1 more pair to go, E.
Yep, we're going to go Germany, USA. It's Leonie Flocken from Germany. She'll be on the blue course this time. Sheila Decker looking to put the hammer down on the red course. Last of the ladies on it.
So out on track they come. Blue course side, stretching it away. That's the German. Her first run time. I don't have her first run time here, but it's for Leonie. Doesn't matter now, she's on a different course, trying to get the field. Oh, flies wide and high, all kinds of twisting.
Yeah, but able to hold on there. Flocken, the German, making time to get that cool kind of zebra tiger striped German national team kit
the
on.
Vogner suit.
Yes, doing it for Vogner, really, since 1939.
Nicely done. Over the bottom jump is the blue course. The German hits the line. The last pair for the women across the line. She goes for the time. 38.66.
38.66, and Sheila Decker will round it off, makes it across, says, get out of my way, Gates, get out of my way. 45.58, and we're going to do a slip into the course, and we'll be back with the men's second round as we are moving and grooving here at Taos for the World Pro Ski Tour World Championships 2024.
So backing up here to Evelina's time. Let's see, we got a 37.937. So going to the backup timing on that. Somehow we got a false finish before she got here. So again, 37.93 for Evelina.
Bingo! Time for more racing. That's why we came here to Taos Ski Valley, 3rd year in a row for the finals, World Championship. Lots of familiar faces on the ladies' side of things, similarly with the guys. Hello, everyone. Kevin Clark is next to me. My name's Uncle Lee. We'll be talking about racing. This is qualifying day. Break down how this works for us.
Look at the beautiful view up the mountain. Look at the slides where they've kicked off with the avalanche control behind them on Kachina Peak. Still not open up there. I guess somebody poached it. So let's get to racing. On track right now, it's Michael Ankeny, your #1 qualifier. He was on the blue course side that first round. Ankeny just ripping it, getting some super juice out of the skis. Probably one of the older guys in the field here, showing all these rookies that he is still the man. Michael Ankeny getting some incredible power out of his ski as he's facing off against Christian Sobek, your tour leader. Wants to show Sobek right now who is the man. This is just qualifying. We'll put together the ladder for tomorrow. It's still Ankeny with the advantage. So really letting it rip. Sobek gets twisted off that bottom bumpy, huh? Across the line they go. Ankeny with the time. 35.75 for Michael Ankeny and a 36.12 for Christian Sobek.
So some good skiing right there. Ankeny, 35.75, saying, I'm here. I would like to win this thing. So just showing you what he's made of. Let's go to the top now. We're going to have 18 duels here, but again, this is just for timing. This is Filip Forchek from the Czech Republic. He is on the blue this time, and Simon Breitfuss-Kammerlander is on the red. He had a DNF previously, so this is all or nothing in order to get into the field of 16.
Yeah, Simone got juiced up there in that first run. He got spit out of the course. Let's see what he's got in the second run. Kammerlander on the red course side against Filip Forchek. Forchek with the fastest run of the day on that blue course side. Out in front goes Forchek. He had a 35.01. Kammerlander trouble on that first run. Trails now as Forchek really putting the hammer down. Such a big, tall guy. One of my buddy Richard Rokos is out in the crowd here, retired, one of the #1 coaches in the history of NCAA for the DU ski team. So Forchek really just putting it down here. Fastest on the first run. Let's see what Forchek has here on the second run. And then across the line goes a 36.
Ooh, look at Forchek, 34.99.
Forchek, where'd that come? 34.99. So pretty consistent. Those first time was a 35.01.
And Simon, your score, your time at 37.32. Simon, 37.32. And again, Filip Forchek, 34.99. Is that our only 34?
That's the only one. I'm still scratching my head on that one. But boy, he was really flying. Getting so much energy out of the ski was Forchek on that run. Just rolled away. Up next, Roman Frost and Christian Kiefer.
Wind right now howling straight up, so that is not advantageous. Pushing the snow off the trees a little bit. Wind-blown pow up top, I'm sure, but let's focus on Roman Frost, the German. He'll be on the blue course. Kiefer Christensen, he's on the red course.
So both these athletes qualified on the first run. Christensen now moves to the red side. His first run time was a 36.43. Roman Frost was second quickest on the first run on the red course side. He now moves to the blue. His first run time at 35.89 for the rookie from Germany. He's adapted quite quickly to the format here. Looks like we got a little course maintenance going on. I saw somebody slide slip out of the start carrying a gate, so we might have a little bit of a hold while we get that gate fixed.
Yeah, let's take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Mazda, the CX-50 and the CX-90. Kevin, you got a chance to bring that CX-50 up the hill from Denver. Is that true?
The first ever Mazda CX-50, proud partner of the World Pro Ski Tour. Get first tracks sooner with your Mazda CX-50. We were getting first tracks with a Mazda CX-50, literally first tracks, coming up the mountain the last couple of days and up a couple driveways where the staff were staying. Things that just a bear in the snow, so good in the snow.
You're so lucky. I had the moped from Denver. It took 17 hours. My pogo stick broke, so I got the moped. First class luxury. All right, the guys are stepping out of the gate. Going to take just a little bit of a breather here while we get that gate set up. Also, we want to thank Tough Shed. Hal, we know Hal's out there in the mix, probably skiing and taking a peek at how great this super steep, high elevation resort known as Taos is. JSX, thanks for the support and the love on the airline side of things. Leitner Poma, one of the leaders in lift technology. Quite a few of those lifts around these parts. And E4K Productions, thanks to Eve, rest in peace. And thanks to Hayden Scott and his entire team here, making sure the live show comes to life. And for you folks that are watching at home on Facebook, we're able to pump it all through thanks to technology. Who else you got there to thank?
So, let's talk about the Junior Challenge coming up at about 1:30 this afternoon. Let's go over the women who are going to participate in that Junior Challenge. So we're going to put the pros with these young athletes. They're going to go up, study the course. They're going to go off the jumps. It's going to be exciting. Caitlin Harsh, Hedda Bernstein, Evelina Fredrickson, Tuva Norbe, Sarah Rask, Tina Wold, Paula Moltzen, Kaja Norbe, Tricia Mangan, Evelina Exenberger, Noah Duviard, and Aaron Molzinski will be the ladies. So they'll be skiing with the juniors. Once we get done the men, we'll go over the men.
And the men's side of things, yeah. So from Sovek, Voracek, Frost, Logier, Ankeny, Breitfuss, Kammerlander, Christensen, Schabel, Schmidiger, Radibus, Luke Winters, and Jake Jacobs are all going to be paired up with some youngsters. And that just gives them a great opportunity to spend a little time with some legends of sport here. And maybe, just maybe someday they'll race in this. And who knows, they could be Olympians someday.
So we'll go to break now and join us when we finish off the second run qualifying here for the men at Taos, the World Championships of Pro Skiing. We have athletes back at the start, ready to go. Finish off this second run for the men. Kiefer Christensen and Roman Frost switching courses now.
Okay.
Both these guys got into the first run.
Yeah, Kiefer Christensen's been doing this for a while. The 31-year-old has some Dartmouth racing experience and also UNR coaching experience. And Roman Frost, the German, he's looking to lay down the law of the land right now on the blue course.
So Frost, second fastest to Philippe Voracek. Let's see if anybody else can break into the 34s. It was an astonishing run by Philippe Voracek. So he'll have the #1 spot in the ladder for the elimination rounds. Out on track they go. Unbelievable start on the blue course side for Roman Frost. Just gets a major acceleration out of the course as Kiefer Christensen, who did qualify in the first run, trails him now. Frost over the jump, flies way down the hill, but no problem sticking it. Frost really gets some juice down in his tuck, pressing to the outside of the ski. Makes a little bit of a mistake going to the dog leg. Hasn't affected him at all, though, as Frost makes the turn back on the blue course side. Straighten it out. Here comes the German now, really getting some good juice out of the skis. They head for the finish line. It's going to be Frost. Crossing first with another powerful run. Frost with a 35.58, 35.58.
And time for Christensen, 37.57, 37.57. All eyes back to the top. Jeremy Laugier from France looking to get a qualifying spot. Loic Chabot from Switzerland on the red course this time. They're off and running.
So Loic made it in the first run. He's on the red course now, so he's safe. Laugier, he needs to get in here on this second run. A little bit straight off that bottom jump, no problem. He drops down into his tuck, really pressing the outside ski, gets some energy out of it. It's so important to try to keep getting energy out of the ski while you stay aerodynamic. So powerful to stay in that tuck and work the ski across the bottom jump. Run a little bit wide there on the blue course side as the Jays, he heads for the finish line. Let's see the time he posts here in his second run. Loic qualified on that first run.
Jeremy with a 36.93. Leger, 36.93. That's on the blue course. Red, Loic, 36.96. So again, Loic qualified in the 6th position on the first run. Jeremy needing a little help there. We're going back to the top, and it's Enzo Cianarelli. He's on the blue course along with Florian Zwiebel, flow rider on the red.
So Florian had some trouble in the first run, went out. Oh, he's in all kinds of trouble again. Oh, tough leg for Flo. Really got too much energy out of the ski. Spit him out as we're going to watch Cianarelli finish the course, see what time he can post to try to see where he's going to end up in the ladder. So down the bullet, it's for the turn, and over the bottom jump he goes. So touching down in good shape on the tails a little bit though, letting it run, downhill he goes, across the line. And time low, 36.96, 36.96. So he picked up some time over his first run. And unfortunately, we lost our friend Flo. Able to bring him here in the booth, do a little co-announcing with us to get the racer's perspective.
Get the flow rider in here. Let's go España, Alex Puente Tacias. He'll go on to the blue course. Then we'll have Benny Angerer, the Austrian. He's going on the red course this time.
So coincidentally, these guys both qualified 7th on their respective courses on the first run.
Maybe one of the
Benny now on the red course side. Trails coming out of the start to Tacias, the rookie from Spain. So good quick feet by both these athletes. The Spaniard way down the hill when he touches down, giving some opportunity for Benny to catch up. Skis are not fast in the air, got to be on the snow to get the energy. So down in the tuck, both these athletes go. Things must be getting a little sticky up there through the alleyway section. The Spaniard figuring out the pro format pretty quick, joining us this season. Let's see what kind of times he's coached. Both these guys in on the first run. Across the line they go. Tacias with a 36.43.
Benny Angerer, you got a 37.38. 37.38 right now. That's the 4th fastest time on that course. Same with you, Tacias. And we'll head her back up to the top. You see how this whole thing's shaping up. Miha Kruner, the Slovenian, he'll be on the blue with Mr. Jake Jacobs on the red.
So Jacobs trails coming out of the start. Kruner gets a little bit twisted on the blue side. Let's see what Miha has. Miha made it to the 2nd spot in the podium last year. Gave it away in the start. He had a max differential against Redo.
Oh, and Miha, just a temporary
there. Tough break for Kruner.
Temporary lapse of
the turn there.
Yeah, just missing out.
So Jake going to finish it off on the red course side. Let's see what Jake has here in the second run. Down low here, goes Jacobs across the line. He goes with a 39.54, 39.54.
This just in from Barrett Stein. All athletes, men and women, please get back on that chairlift. We're going to have to do a final slip before we get going with the junior racing going on. All athletes up to the top. Thank you kindly. Let's go with Sawyer Matson up against Andreas Smith. Sawyer is going to be on the blue course. Smith on the red.
So both these guys fighting to get in here in the second run. Sawyer's first run time at 39.83. He's over the blue course side and down he goes. That's going to cost him, of course, big time. So it's going to be a solo finish for Smith on the red side. He's going to jump back in and did it. You always need to jump back in there. You never know what's going to happen in qualifying. Got to get them all down through the run to build the ladder for the elimination rounds. Through the alley they go. Smith, the rookie Norwegian, makes the turn over the bottom jump. A little bit twisted there, but the problem with Smith, his first run was a 37.42. Let's see what he posted his second run time. So, over on the red course side, 38.39. And Sawyer with a 41.07.
Way to stick with it, Sawyer. Way to stick with it. To the top we go. Ivor Nass, the Norwegian, racing out of UNR, University of Nevada, and Redo Schmidega. Last year, he had great success on this tour, specifically here from Switzerland. He's on the red course.
So Schmidinger looking clean. Watch him get the energy out of the ski. Just accelerates him forward. Blue course right there. The rookie from Norway. Here comes Schmidinger starting to pull away, but then makes the turn. Blue course pulls out ahead until they make The next left footer to go around the bend into the final jump. Schmittinger out in the lead, but we're racing the clock to build the ladder. Schmittinger second quickest on the first run of qualifying over the blue side. Let's see how he goes on the red. Across the line goes Schmittinger, and he's second quick again on that run with a 36.46.
Nice job, Redo. Nice job in the time for Ivor. 37.08, 37.08 for Mr. Knox. And we are continuing on, moving and grooving, shaking the bacon. River Radimus, he is on the red-blue course this time, and Tanguay Neff with 1F is on the red.
So Neff got launched at first run. Radimus in the field with sixth quickest on the first run with a 36.92. He knows he's in the field, but he's still going to gas it. Valuable points on the line if you can be the fastest top three in combined times. So Radimus.
Yep, was up with River in Sun Valley.
Just lost our screen there. There's Radimus back on screen, out front, hammered away. 4 days of powder skiing hasn't hurt him.
No, and also GS National Champion last week in Sun Valley, so he took the title there, 36.28. River, 36.28, and Tanguay Neff, 37.18.
37.18 for Neff, with that DQ on the first run for Neff. See how that stacks up as we'll compile the results once we get done with the second run.
Billy Major from Great Britain against Laurie Taylor from Great Britain. It's a battle. Oh, into the back seat goes the red of Taylor, but he's able to hold on strong, synchronizing it as they approach bump jump number 1.
So both Brits pretty evenly matched on here. Neither of them made it in the first run. Here, Hayden in the background cheering for his fellow Brits as they make the turn. See how these guys track out here in their second run of qualifying to build the ladder for the elimination rounds. We start tomorrow with our slalom and the GS on Friday. Over the bottom jump they go. Blue course going to finish it off first. As Billy Major across the line. Billy Simon 37.10, and Laurie Taylor with a 37.48. So
the power of Great Britain.
That was 7th on his course.
Nice job, Taylor.
But of course, you have to separate out the 8 that qualified on that first run.
Arnaud Bosset from Switzerland will be on the blue course, being side by side with Alexander Schmidt from Germany. So, battle of Switzerland versus Germany here.
So Schmidt made it in on the first run with a 35.84. He was on the blue on that first run side. Second run now for these two as we build that ladder for the elimination rounds for tomorrow. Going to be a big day of racing. We'll run the men's round of 32 first. Trouble over on that
on the blue
course side. He gets all tangled up as Billy Major tries to get the jump on the gates, try to figure that timing out. So red course side, both sets. Moved on, so both set and Schmidt coming at you now. Schmidt made it in on that red course or blue course side in his first run. Over the red course side, out and pulling away as we saw almost set with trouble coming out of the start. Into the bottom jump they go. Second run of men's qualifying here. German touching down, gets good energy out of the skis. He stands up and coasted into the finish. And he was in on the first run.
Schmidt's time, 36.45. Schmidt, that's a 36.45. And a 37.64 for Bosset, who had a tough start up top. To the top we go. Andrea Paisani from Italy against Luke Winters.
So
USA, member of the U.S. team.
So Luke skiing over on the red course for the second run. His first run time at 36.97. Not quick enough to get into the first round of qualifying. Let's see what these two have.
Had a chance to talk to Luke Winters also. He said the highlight of his season was the big crowd at Palisades Tahoe on the USA World Cup.
Yeah, so Luke struggled to get out of the start. Looks like he's fighting his skis a little bit there. So important to get the right tune on the ski. So he's changed skis this season as we watch Luke Winters on the red course side making the turn. And Pizzini, the Italian, on the blue, he goes out. A little bit of trouble on that blue course side for a few athletes. And we saw that last year. It's got a little bit of a side hill as you make that turn. So taking a few guys out is going to be Luke Winters with a solo finish on the red side. Luke goes across the line with a time of the 37.10. 37.10.
Nice job, Luke. And Pizzini will live to ski another day. And to the top we go. George Steffi, Team USA. He qualified in the first round in that 5th position. And Jan Zabistran from Czechia. And he is on the red course. So Steffi USA blue, and red course goes to Zabistran.
Zabistran qualified third on the first run, so he's battling away for that speed run. George Steffi on the blue, leading as they make the turn. George getting really good energy. Oh, he gets tipped in there. If we talk about that left-footed turn coming in that blue course, we saw trouble with it last year. George Steffi qualified on the first run in 5th, so Steffi just gunning for that speed run win across the line. They will go. Let's look at the times. Jan with a 36.02, second quickest on that run, and George Steffi third quick on that run with a 36.03. So strong skiing by both these guys as they work their way down with 4 more pair to go before we wrap up qualifying.
Yeah, let's go to Norway now. Louis Fossa will be going on the blue course. And Peter Afrus, the 50-year-old dedicated skier plagued by injuries, and he's coming out of the Aspen area. That's Peter Afrus, and he's coming down the red course.
So Afrus, first run time was a 43.10, trouble for him up there. And Fauza did qualify on the first run. He's moved over to the blue course side. His red course time was a 36.12. Getting some major angles, this guy. He gets super low, knuckles on the snow, almost hips on the snow as he comes into the first jump. Pulling away from Alfruz is Luis Fausa from Norway. Again, 4th quick on his first run. Makes the turn. No problem on that blue course side. Going to be a solo finish. Here comes Alfruz over on the red course, making the turn.
Oh, hang in there. Oh, nice save by Fausa. Yeah, he qualified that first run, putting down a time of
36.21, 36.21. Talk about consistency in runs and consistency of course set. Fausa's first run was a 36.12, second run 36.21. So great skiing by
Fausa. Sorry, Peter Fruz kind of got cattywampus thrown to the right and went through the other I-beam for the finish there.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a DNF for not crossing his own finish line there.
So tough break for Alfruz.
And big thanks to everyone watching on the Facebook page, World Pro Ski Tour. Pass that around, although this is just qualifying. Pass that information around because we'll be live all day tomorrow. Let's go to Canada now. The pride of the Reed family, Mr. Eric Reed, one of the 2 sons on the Canadian team. Jeffrey didn't make it, but Dad did, and he'll be coming down the blue course. Then we got from Belgium, Sam Mays.
So Sam Mays qualified on the first run. He was 4th quick with a 35.81. He now charges the red course. So a little bit of a rut developing there. Oh, he's low, he's late, he's out in the soft stuff, gets it back online is Mays, who was super quick, and Eric Reed on the blue course. A little bit of trouble coming off the bump. Here comes Mays again. He's looking to try to see if he can win that speed run, pick up 5 extra points. So it's good points for tiebreakers here. Blue course pulls away now. Now they make the turn, and it's going to be Mays. Out front is Reed. Touches down on the blue course side. Here comes Mays across. Let's see what kind of time he posts on his second run. So Eric with a time of 36.82. Sam Mays with a 35.97.
35.97. Nice work.
Second quick, Uncle Lee, on that red course side on his second run.
I like it. I like it. We go 2 more remaining. This is Adrian Mason from Germany. He's on the blue. Mr. Patrick Kenny putting the hammer down on the red.
Oh, all kinds of trouble for the German on the blue course side, getting in soft snow. So important to ride the rut. You got to put your ski against that, what rut there is to get against. A little bit soft snow. If you get out in that soft snow, you can't get any energy out of the skis. They make the turn. The German makes it first, but Patrick will pick that back up down here on the red course side. Here comes Kenny right alongside the German as they make the turn over the jump. Just about dead even now. A little bit of advantage on the blue course side. Here comes Kenny straightening out at the finish line. Across the line they will go. Patrick Kenny with a time of 37.02. 37.02.
Both of them 37.02. How's that?
That's some pretty
that's
skiing there.
Synchronized.
One pair to go, Uncle Lee, and that'll wrap up qualifying. Then we have our kids race to follow this afternoon where the pros will be taking the athletes up, slipping the course and checking it out. Out on track they go. Simon Spear finishes first run. And Raphael Hauser was 36.50 on his first run. Oh, trouble on the red course.
Hike. Get back up there. Spear. Yep, he's going to go back up and get around that gate and do what he was taught in training when he was a youth. Now it's all about Raphael Hauser, the Austrian, who needs this run on the blue course in order to qualify in this round.
His first run time with a 36.50 with a solo finish off the bottom jump to go. Absorbs it nicely, gets his skis back down to the snow. Your final finish of the day for our qualifying rounds with a 36.26. So 6 quick on his second run of qualifying. That wraps up qualifying. We're going to need all the athletes to go give it a slip. And then all the athletes are going to be involved in our kids race. After your side slip run, we're going to meet with those young athletes down there. And so have some fun on this afternoon of bluebird weather here. Man, we were owed this after a great couple of days of powder here at Taos. Big thanks to Bert and the crew, everybody here at Taos, our whole team. We'll be back in a little while for the kids race.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The 3-row Mazda CX-90.
CB Sports is a vintage ski brand that was very popular in the 80s and 90s, created by CB Vaughn, and we are fortunate enough to be able to relaunch that brand into the market in 2022.
CB Sports is basically a retro vintage brand from the past being brought into the present. It's got great designs, lines, and features. It's a great old outerwear brand that's made new.
Attention.
1-800-BUY-TOUGH. Call for the store nearest you. Tough, buy tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
Everyone gets it. Okay. Are they going to race the same opponent on each of the 2 runs, Lisa, you think?
That makes sense. I had nothing to do with it, so I'm not sure what.
Attention, all athletes, put your skis back on, jump on that lift, head back up top, and let's slip the course. Make it nice and smooth for the youth. The juniors are going to be getting out there, sliding and gliding on the junior race coming up this afternoon. Thank you.
Inspection is on inspection now. Kids race will start at 1:45.
The inspection of the course will happen right now after the slip. All athletes back up at the top. All juniors, if you want to inspect the course, do that. We're starting at 1:45. That's 1:45. Any way you slice it, one of those 2 times will work for you. That's when we're starting.
Now, I just spoke to, you probably already.
Thank you, the management.
So just spoke.
athletes, race fans. Let's go over the qualifiers. First, the women. So, Chris Benkin, Aaron Molzinski, Katja Norby, Elada Marco, the Italian, Evelina Fredrickson, Leonie Frigoni from Germany, Caitlin Harsh, and Elena Exenberger. So those are your qualifiers on the red side. Over on the blue side, it's Paula Bolton, Fabian Dorigo, Tuva Norbe, Denise Dingslinger, Nora Brand, Elise Hitter, Sarah Rask, and Tegan Wold. So those are your 16 qualifiers. For the women, we'll print out our start orders for our our elimination rounds for tomorrow.
Is that 1 through 8, 9 through 16, or is that 8 and 8? Doesn't matter. It all falls.
So again, those are your 16 qualifiers on the ladies' side. Let's take a look at the men's. All right. Start on the red course side. Philippe Vorchek, Roman Frost, Christian Sovek, Luis Fauza, George Steffi, River Radamus, Alex Ponce Tasas, the Spaniard, Miha Kuhner. Then we go Rafael Hauser, Enzo Senarelli, Eric Reed, Adrian Messin, excuse me, this is really small, so I'm trying to do my best. Ivor Nassis, Billy Major, and Arnaud Basset, your qualifiers on the red side. On the blue side, Michael Ankeny leading the way. Reto Schmedinger, Jan Zabastran, Sam Mays, Alexander Schmidt, Loic Schabel, Benny Angerer, Kiefer Christensen, Luke Winters, Patrick Kenny, Tanguy Neff, Simone Brightfoos Kamelander, Laurie Taylor, Andrea Smith, Jake Jacobs, and Simon Spear. Those are your 32 qualifiers. And then our alternates, Sawyer Matson and Peter Alfuz. Your alternates for the men. And alternates for the women, Noah Duviart and Sheila Decker. So if we have any competitors pull out of the competition, those are your alternates. We'll be printing out our results and distributing those some point later on today after the kids' race. So Lisa Mutt's working hard at the keyboard. Bob Underwood providing all the times, sorting it out for the elimination rounds. So our kids' race coming up at 1:45, where the pros will go out with these young athletes and have some fun up there in this beautiful sunny day at Taos Ski Valley. So join us for the kids' race at 1:45.
I don't understand where they're fitting into this.
John.
How many direction changes?
33.
33.
So, John, what we found, we're going over this.
Yeah, I know she explained it to me.
No, easy peasy. We missed a time.
We didn't. It was the last guy, and kind of thought he wasn't going to finish because he was like,
And he's stuck in there.
He's gone. He's disappeared. And then all of a sudden,
Who's the guy that crossed the last finish?
The 50-year-old.
Peter.
Peter Azoff. Yeah.
The last guy. So we had a clean finish, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any idea how these guys are being paired up with?
None.
None.
So what happens now, probably, Lisa will take, Bob will give Lisa a file of times from the best time of the day from every skier of either run and rank them 1 to 32.
Yep.
And that's how the bracket will be functioning.
No, that's what we're talking about.
No.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's okay. That's
No, the ladder there's, yeah.
The kids' race.
Oh, the kids' race.
Kids race. That's the answer I'm looking for. Because
Well,
there's
so
two
how
of
do
us
we-
now.
How do we score this?
What do they do?
They're not.
Labs?
Well, they got to do differential because we don't have start ones, do we, Bob? We do rest. Yeah, we have to. We do. I forgot we're not differential yet. Yeah, so a lot of times. I think last year we just got through 2 runs and everybody had a good time and everybody's
Over
winning.
here because I figured.
Because how do you got you 16-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 8-year-olds.
Everybody's a winner.
So U16's on right. Everybody's a winner.
How many kids do we have?
17.
So
No, don't you move it.
that might help to know like, because right now they're all I put them all in the same class. But
So these are the age groups: 11, 14, 13, 13, 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 12, 13, 14. So you can't really have a winner.
You could have U16.
Okay, so
That's what I thought.
U14.
These all qualified second. Yes.
U12.
What are you looking for?
And that's all you need.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Free class.
He
Why don't
did.
you
Yes,
organize
he
it?
DNF.
No, we didn't. We got a time for him. He DNF'd the first run. We
What do you mean,
got
to
a
run?
time for
Yeah.
him the second
Okay,
run.
I'll let it, that's why he was like, did you just
Yeah.
announce my name? He's like, I don't
Yes.
believe it.
He's
Yes.
first place, U14.
Because I don't even think we did a.
Qualified first run. No, tell him that when we were going through it, and what I do is, mine is not official until I get it off. And so we're going, Kevin and I are going like this down thing. We get to the bottom and then I'm like, what is this? So Bob checked the tape.
Sup,
and
Miha?
Simon got in.
So you
because
saw
he
your
was the only one
fellow
out of
coaches
these
over
guys
at Goa. I was there with my
that
U16.
on his course. At the time, they both did. He was the next one. So he actually.
Yeah.
Those are alternates. They did not. They're alternates.
It was tough.
Tell him, yeah. No, we're so excited. And Jake's in too.
Oh yeah, start with.
Oh, okay. You need to come out here.
I'm coming. I'm coming. That's why I'm coming.
You have questions? Have fun.
All right. Hey, Kevin, could you do me a favor? Could you follow me and grab my drink?
Is that a new sponsor from your lady?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
She's here, but she's working. She's in the room. Okay. I'll bring her up. Me and I grew up together, so I got stories with you too. Is that the qualifying?
No. It's all we had some junior race now that I don't. No idea what I'm doing. As usual.
Autopilot. You can do the best.
Thank you.
in business.
I'll be right here if you need me.
Yeah.
Nope.
I came over to visit a couple times. So it's our reaction. Are you? No.
plaza based on age category. So we, just like last time, we're not making it up as we go along, but there's a lot of curveballs thrown our direction, and we adjust on the fly.
It's all about Bluebird race day fun here with these young athletes out there with the pros, giving them some tips how to come out of the start doors, how to negotiate the jumps. Now, they could bypass the jumps if they'd like, but our young forerunners did a good job in their qualifying rounds. So we'll have some fun out here. We've got some bios. Kids have filled out some fun stuff. Isaac likes to heli ski in Alaska. I went to Cordova heli skiing in Alaska years ago with Woody.
You did. You went Points North, didn't you?
That was great with the guys at Points North.
Yeah,
outstanding.
Kevin Quinn and Jessica Sobolowski. They sold that operation a couple years ago. They still have their hands in it because it's the premier operation up there in the in Alaska. They had a banger last week up in Haines. I was talking to Darren Rawls, and boy, the powder up there equally as impressive as what fell here in the last week. Kev, I understood you got some good powder skiing here in Taos while setting up the course. Is that true?
Well, I wish I had some big skis on. I had my submarines on.
You had the slalom skis on, didn't you?
Yeah, it's slalom skis on. I got stuck a couple times. So I stayed to the groomers. They were unbelievable.
Yeah, the great groomers.
I wish I had groomers like this back east.
Yeah, what an interesting. You left the east and a bunch of snow fell there.
Okay, here we go. Isaac Olson coming at us. He's bib number 28. What course is he on, Bob?
He's on the red course.
He's on the red course.
Yeah. Loaded up on the red course. He will be going against the clock here. Isaac.
What are interesting facts we have about Isaac?
Isaac, everybody, I'll just say this. Every bio says, why do you ski? That's the last question on there. All of them say fun, because it's a lot of fun. And that is the reason that we got into this sport to begin with.
Isaac got 3 exclamation points after fun, triple fun.
Yeah, I was talking to his mom, and his mom said, Francie, well, I guess this is not, we were told this is Isaac Olson, and maybe...
Ooh, on his hip, pops back up, keeps going.
On the red course. And if you happen to be inside right now, we are getting all sorts of noise in our ears. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard. You should all come in here and hear that. It sounds great.
So through the turn they make into the alley, as we've seen the pros. Good skiing by both these young athletes. Super fun to get out here with the pros, negotiate the jump. So Gates way over there, he makes it in.
Yeah, since we have no information on the athlete in blue, we believe it's Adam Sandler. Yep, Adam Sandler just crossed the finish line. And in the red, that is Isaac Olson, the 16-year-old, the sensation, with a speed time of 43.44.
Look at the smile on their faces. He's like, wow, that wasn't as easy as the pros make it look.
Yeah, it is. That's the whole thing, is they make it look easy. All right, we should be having a duel next up. And we're hoping by the time the last set of racers go, we'll have this figured out. This might be Max Edward Oliver going up against Connick Pearl. Indeed it is. Max Oliver is going to be on the blue course, and Connick Pearl is on the red course. 14-year-old against 14-year-old. Favorite color for Max Edward Oliver, turquoise. Favorite color for Connick Pearl, sky blue.
So having some fun, heading for that first jump. How are they going to negotiate the takeoff and the landing? Very well done on the blue course side. Got to keep moving. You got to keep pressure on the ski. Get off the ski. Release the edge. Keep looking ahead through that tough spot on the blue course side. Young man's doing a good job.
Interesting that both of these two athletes here, they're both 14. They both love to draw. They have both put drawing a great artwork on there. One loves purple, one loves blue. One's just a little bit faster than the other. Across the finish line in the blue is Connick Pearl with a 43.64. What do you see on the red course?
Max Oliver brings it home with a 44.34 in their first of 2 runs. He didn't look happy about that one.
No.
You have another shot at it.
That's it, getting a feel.
2 runs for the elimination round.
Getting a feel for how it works. Okay, we want to thank Big Bad Bob for making sure that everything's plugged in properly. Let's set the stage for our next battle. It is going to be on the red course. Albert Hayek also loves the color blue. 14 years young, varsity soccer player. Going up against the 13-year-old, loves blue. He has a cat. It's Malik Bokhalfa.
So Bokhalfa. Coming at
Ooh,
Hayek. Oh, trouble up there. I looked at the screen for a second. He's back up and he's fighting to stay in the game. Young man off that bottom jump. These young rippers doing a good job. Putting some energy into the ski, releasing the edge. That has some good coaching. These young athletes having some fun, maybe aspiring someday to race in the Pro Tour.
Well, both of them seem to be big fans of food. Burgers for Malik. Albert loves himself some sushi. They're both big fans of the Taos representative, Mr. Rocket River Radimus. And across the finish line, first in the blue is Oliver Mosby. Excuse me. In the blue is Malik Bokalfa.
With a 46.56. And then over the red, a 48.42 for Albert Hayek. So good run, guys.
And they're both doing it for fun. One's doing it because it's awesome. It says that Albert would like to go to the Swiss Alps, and Hawaii would be Malik's place. Now we're moving on to the next duel. Let's have a peek at what we got here. Owen Knaus.
And Oliver Mosby.
And Oliver Mosby.
So Knaus. That reminds me of Bernard. Knaus. Such a dominant champion on the Pro Tour back in the day. First pro in the world ever to make $1 million, Bernard Knaus. But this is right? Oliver Knaus now. Maybe he's got some Knaus genes in him. Grabs the bullet around the corner.
Both of them.
Job.
Both 12-year-olds. Owen enjoying himself the color orange. He's living in Albuquerque. Los Alamos for Oliver Mosby, the 12-year-old, and working his way into the bottom jump, just taking a little leap of faith, making it happen. Both these orange helmet warriors, all jacked up on Skittles and Mountain Dew, across the finish line right about now.
All right, let's take a look at Oliver's time of 47.13 and Owen's time of 49.95. Good job, you guys.
Knaus wants to go to China. Great place to hang out. Oliver Mosby would love to go to New Zealand. That's right. A nice place.
So if you like bratwurst, stop down to Bavarian. We had a great bratwurst at the Bavarian yesterday. There's going to be a live band at the Bavarian, to believe, tomorrow, if I'm looking at my list here.
You speak the truth, but back to the top, a couple of 10-year-olds, a couple of decades of experience of life. Joseph Madrid is featured on the red course. Jonah Clark is on the blue.
All right, I got to root for Clark.
You got to go for Clark. He's down. Oh, both of these two they're side by each, neck and neck, off the air. No Daffy Twister spreads there.
This is the closest pairing we've had. They make the turn through Pro Alley. They will go. Gets out the soft stuff a little bit. But he says, I like that low line.
Yeah,
the powder line, I call it.
Yeah, so your boy, Jonah Clark here, he's from Bayfield, Wisconsin, loves Legos and enjoys eggs.
Eggs?
Yep. And Joseph Madrid from Taos loves himself some Michaela Schifrin burgers, and he wants to go to Japan someday. They're both doing it for the name of fun. What do you see, Clarky?
Still pretty tight at the line. Looks like the blue's going to get the win. Across the line goes Clark with a 57.30. And wow, talk about close. Joseph Madrid with a time of 57.71. So both these guys pretty evenly matched. A couple tenths off of each other. Here we go, back to the top, E.
Yeah, Jonah and Joseph doing it a couple of decades, couple of good biblical names. Now we're going to the 9-year-olds. I'm looking at Caleb Noley. Caleb Noley? Yep. Coming from, looks like Santa Fe, the 9-year-old, going up against Declan McDavitt. And McDavitt's on the blue course.
Declan got the timing down just perfect for the start doors. Both these guys have some nice form. Approaching the jump. We got one going around the jump.
Yeah, taking the causeway. Said I'm gonna go
picked up some ground going around there.
Yeah, he did. Said I'm gonna take this baby wide. That's the red course of Caleb Noley. In the tuck, coming into the thoroughfare. What do you see, Clarky?
Down the stretch they go at Seabiscuit at the 4 line.
Yeah, Declan McDermott loves Michaela Schifrin. Caleb Noley loves Paul Lemoltson. He likes Frito pies also, and sushi is loved by Declan McDavitt.
Going around the jump, picks up some more ground. Looks like it's all about the blue course in this run. Declan going to get it done across the line. He will go first. So, red course, 57.05.
Like that kit right there. Ooh, it's a beautiful straight-on shot.
Declan with a 56.46.
56.46. Okay, you're getting a feel for how this is working here. Now it's time for Jasper Knoll on the red, Foster Clark on the blue.
Imagine it's Jonah's brother.
I think so.
I'm guessing. All right, start they go. Good even start by both these young pros. Evenly matched turn for turn. Red course starting to pull away. Like Jasper. He's spying that powder line out there. Hey, look at that. Oh, banks it off against that super beautiful Taos pow. Round the jump he goes.
Gets pointed to go around.
There we go.
Oh, hang in
Took
there.
the high line. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh! And just says, hello, gate.
He's
Goodbye,
all right.
skis. He's fine.
He pops back up. Click those skis back on, and we'll get him back into course. As we're watching Jasper finish out the red course. He's down in his bullet, heads for the bottom jump.
Well, Foster Clark, his favorite food is cake.
Here comes Jasper looking for the way around the outside. Oh, Jasper! A little tight line getting around it out there, but he's all right. He's going to pop back up.
You see that? He looks back up the hill and says, I got no competition. He's not behind me. I'm gonna nail this one.
Right, Jasper. There he goes. Grabs a bullet, heads for home.
Put your hands together for Jasper. No!
He did the Michael Ankeny arm out front.
Reaching for the finish.
Well coached there. Good job, Jasper.
Okay, we're going to make sure that the yard sale is cleaned up and the gate is back in place for Foster Clark. And we have another battle. It's time for some ladies. Ella G. Knaus, another member of the Knaus family, and Phoebe Snow Desatoff.
I give these kids credit. Coming out of that super steep start, pretty intimidating up there.
Yeah.
Doesn't look so steep on TV, but believe me, it drops away super fast. Look at them go. Good even start by both these guys. Pretty evenly matched at the top of the course on that red course side.
Oh, I remember Phoebe. Phoebe Snow Desatoff last year. Remember her style on her in her grit. I think she might have the same kit on, but I remember the ponytail flapping around.
Dead even as they come down off the jump. Both sticking the landings. Good job.
Well, you know what makes Phoebe so good? She's got double jointed toes. It says right here, the 13-year-old. Yep. And Ella Chi Knaus, she can play 3 instruments.
There we go, making the turn, heading for the bottom jump. These 2 young pros having some fun with us here on the World Championship weekend at Taos Ski Valley.
Yeah.
Look how great the snow is. These guys got to be loving that track.
Yeah, Phoebe, your time, 47.33. Phoebe, 47.33, fastest time on the red so far. What do you see for Ella Knaus?
Ella Knaus brings it home with a 48.19 on their first of 2 runs here at our Junior Pro Challenge.
I like it. And awards are going to be down in the plaza right around 4 o'clock when we're done with our day here.
So you got to join us down there in the plaza. There's poster signing from a lot of legends of the sport, Phil and Steve Mayer and Tamara McKinney and
Peekaboo Streets in the house.
Pam Fletcher.
Yeah,
gonna be down there.
Yep, all those.
There might be some Celsius flying around, or
oh yeah, maybe
definitely some Jaeger.
Adult beverage in the name of Jaeger. Yeah, and I think we have one more duel coming up: Emma Mosby and Aurora Hayek. Question mark? Yeah, and everyone's going to get 2 runs. They're going to do the same pairings, head them back up top, swap the courses around, and get her done. We want to thank CB Sports, Chris Neary and his entire posse for outfitting the staff, the cameraman, and being an integral piece of this puzzle both last season and this season. As mentioned before, Mazda, thank you very much. Okay, on course, it's going to be Aurora Hayek on the red, and who do you see on the blue?
On the blue course, it's going to be Emma Mosby. Emma gets the jump coming out of the start. Skiing that smart, nice, soft line out there as they approach the jump. Evenly matched, these 2 as they come off the jump. Looks like Red's got a slight advantage. Let's see what happens when they make the turn here. Good edge angle, good matched ski angles.
Yep.
Right, around the turn they go.
Aurora Hayek able to play the violin, hails from Albuquerque, living in Wausau, Wisconsin, loves herself spaghetti and Lindsey Vaughn. Over on the blue side of the course, the 11-year-old color cayenne favorite out of Los Alamos and loves sushi. Both of them in it for fun. Across the finish line, what do you got on the timeline?
So, with the red course side, with a 48.98, 48.98 for Aurora, and then it's Emma Mosby on the red course side with a 51.91. That ends the first run for these young pros. We'll send it back to the top with their coaches. Have another round of fun here.
That's right. And we highly encourage all the athletes down there to stop signing autographs. We know you're getting mobbed. Get back on that chairlift and get ready for the next round. Thank you very much.
What an unbelievable day here to start off our 3 days of competition. Taos, big thanks to the Bert and all the yellow coats. Really want to send out a special thanks to Tomas, part of that yellow coat crew. He's been keeping us fed every day. His mother making breakfast burritos for us. We had meatloaf sandwiches the other day. I don't think we've ever been to a ski resort where one of our crew has brought lunches and breakfast made by his mom.
Meatloaf sandwiches. Oh, that brings me back to my mom making that good meatloaf. Your mom either made a great meatloaf or she didn't.
So,
right?
of course, he opens up the bag with the sandwich, and alongside the sandwich is a 4-inch long jalapeno.
Oh, dear.
And he starts chowing on it. He's got the sweat going. I said, nah, I'll leave that to you, Tomas.
That's all yours. New Mexico True. I want to thank New Mexico True for being an integral piece of this puzzle. Keep inspiring. Thank you, New Mexico. And CB, we mentioned. Thanks for outfitting everybody. Celsius, Live Fit. That energy drink has really taken the industry by storm. How about sportsinsurance.com? We're fielding a team of ladies out here, aren't we, Kev?
Oh, yeah. They put together a powerful team, our friends from Sport Insurance. I need to get a new Sport Insurance hat. That was my favorite hat. I lost it.
I think you gave it away to...
I wouldn't give that away.
No.
It's great because it had all the athletes listed on it. Aaron Molzinski.
Aha, yeah.
That was a good one. Had the
Tuva and Caitlin.
Country flags on the side of the hat. I gotta keep saying that. Maybe I'm going to get another hat. I got my Mazda hat, though. Chris Hill from Mazda hooked me up with my Mazda hat.
Me too, right here.
I've been driving that CX-50 down from Denver. Been just rally driving it in the snow, and it's an amazing vehicle. Check it out. They got the CX-50 on display along with the CX-90. That's a sweet rig.
Yep. And again, Jägermeister, available for those that are of 21 years of age or more. And don't forget about Revo and yes, Peak skis by Bodie Miller. I own 3 different pair of them, and I've got to say that's the ski that I've been charging on the most this year. Great days out in Tahoe and great ski. Get a pair of Peaks.
So I'm going to go see our friends from Surefoot when I go back up to Colorado to get myself a custom pair of boots made. Looking forward to a fresh pair of ski shoes.
Ski shoes, the things that drive the skis.
You got to have your some proper ski shoes.
I'd like to hire to stick into shoes. All right, we're taking a break because we can. We'll be back with the second round of the Kiddos. The Junior Challenge continues here in Taos.
I don't see anybody on the screen here.
No, I think Isaac just has a shadow.
He's skiing the Forerunner.
Yeah, it's River Radimus's long lost nephew. That's who it is. Yeah, it's Mortimer, formerly known as Mickey Mouse. But yeah, here goes Isaac Olson, second run.
So Isaac's over on that blue course just run. Doing a good job as they approach the final jump and head for the finish line here in the Junior Pro Challenge at Taos. Part of the big weekend of World Championships.
Yep, and I'm pretty certain that's our fastest 16-year-old right there, Isaac Olson. Yep.
As he's the only 16-year-old.
You got it. Yeah. Green chili stew is what Isaac Olson likes. Now we're moving on to Max Edward Oliver, MEO, and Connick Pearl. They're going to swap courses. Connick is going to go on the red course. Max is going to go on the blue course.
So Connick's first run time was a 41.93 when he was on the red side. Isaac's first run time was a 43.44. So Isaac on the red course this run. Couple of U14s, I believe. Are they U
Max or
U16?
Yeah, Connick is on the red, right? Yeah, Connick on the red this time, Max on the blue.
So Max out front. See if he can better that 43.44 in his first. Oh, a little bit sideways. Coming into the jump turn. Red course starts to pull away. Connick's first run was a 41.93. His second run, 43.64.
Iconic Pearl and Max Edward Oliver. Like it. Nice job, boys. Let's go to Albert Hayak. Albert Hayak's on the blue course. Malik Bukhalfa, both the 113, 114. Varsity soccer player is Hayak at 14. He's already a varsity soccer player. That's impressive. And Malik has himself a cat out of Santa Fe. And the cat's name is not River Radimus. But he reminds us that there's 99 Dalmatian puppies in 101 Dalmatians. Did you know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, now you
know.
know.
You are a wealth of information, Uncle Lee.
We had two, the parents. That make it 101 right there. Yeah. Also, a true or false question from Albert Hayak. True or false, Kevin? I'll ask you this. You can lead a cow up a flight of stairs, but you can't lead it down a flight of stairs. True or false?
True.
That's true.
I've worked on a farm, Uncle Lee. We've had cows get upstairs, and it doesn't end well. It does not end well.
Yep.
I'll tell you a story off there. Sometime.
Okay, thank you. Red course is Malik. Blue course is Albert.
Albert getting after it. Really put some energy in his ski, just throwing it down the hill. Off the bump he goes. He's a little bit twisted. Oh, nice landing. Pulls his knees to his chest. Gets the skis back on the snow quick as possible. So, Malik and Albert coming at you down to the alley on that blue course. And Albert
from Wausau, Wisconsin, but born in Albuquerque. Malik.
Oh, nicely done. He's just figured out how to absorb those jumps and doing a great job as he crosses the line. Time.
Nice job, Albert.
Of course, I was a 43.94, so he found a lot of time on that run. Good job, young man.
Well done, top notch,
with his Leitner Palma bib on.
I like that, looking solid. Let's go to Oliver Mosby on the red course. Owen, don't call me Bernard Knaus, on the other course, and they both got those orange helmets on.
Man is on the panels, just getting after it. Here's Oliver. Look at him now. He's got his arm guards on. He's using them.
He is.
Bam, he says. And another. Let's see if we get one right here. Bam. No, missed that one. Over the jump.
Chicken wings flying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good run. Red course. Grabs the bullet early. Makes the left footer into the alley go. You know, the blue course catches up. And then when you make the turn on that right footer back into the final jump, red course picks back up right here. Like you saw all day during qualifying for the Big Pros. Some coaching up there for all these young athletes. Here we go to the finish line with 2 to go on that red course side.
Mosby, the 12-year-old, logging a time of 47.13. 47.13 and a 49.97 by Owen Knaus. Loving himself some Tuva Norby. We go back to the top. We're getting through this junior challenge here. It's time for the 10-year-olds. Jonah Clark is going to be on the red course. And Joseph Madrid.
Joseph throws a shoe.
Oh, and sideways.
Ooh, another.
Sideways goes.
Down. Okay, boys. The scramble's on. Who can get the skis on faster? Uh-oh. We got a runaway pole. Can't decide which to pick up first, the ski or the pole.
This is all part of the junior challenge. Lose a piece of equipment. Who can get it on faster?
Yeah, we get the scramble going on. Make sure there's no so built up on the heel of your ski. Anybody's race at this point.
That's right. Click it down. Click it down.
Oh, yeah, that
Open the binding.
Dreaded snow buildup. He says, I'll skip that gate.
Yeah. You want your ski? Go get it.
Okay.
Oh, and he's having a tough time with the red. Jonah Clark has not quite realized that his heel piece is not down yet.
Oh, we got to get that cocked. And
yep, cocked and loaded.
Off the jump he goes. Nicely done.
Yeah, he's looking to go. Jonah Clark, if all things go well the next few years, he wants to go to Tokyo, Japan, learn to roll sushi. Right now, he's just learning how to roll down the course, coming into the straightaway, the Hubbub Alley, making it look good.
All alone on that blue course side. Jonah.
Interesting. A lot of our athletes want to go to Japan. It's a question asked, where anywhere in the world do you want to go?
He straightens it out, figures it out, coming off that bottom jump. Good job. And across the line he goes on the blue side.
Nice job, Jonah Clark. Time 57.30. And picking up the pieces is Joseph Madrid. Loves playing basketball. Loves himself a little Steph Curry. Declan McDevitt will be next up with Caleb Knoll, a couple of 9-year-olds. 9. And Michaela Schifrin is liked and adored by McDevitt, where Caleb enjoys Paula Moltzen, who is in the mix here.
A lot of cheering right now.
Oh, this is the previous equipment, right? By Jonah on the red.
He's back up and getting it done here. Through the alley he goes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Back online. Doing a good job following the track. As he heads for the second jump. Right, setting that second jump up. And gets her lined up. Off he goes. A little bit of a bounce there, landing on the shoulder, but no harm, no foul as he heads for the finish line.
Yep, nice job. Jonah Clark making it
But he's got a smile on that face underneath his necky as we go back to the top for the next pair.
Yeah, Declan McDermott reminds us that inside the coconut is coconut milk, and he's on course at the age of 9, loves purple. Caleb Knoll, 9 years old, loves green, and he says that I'm an awesome friend.
He's an awesome friend, so it's good to have awesome friends. As these guys are pretty evenly matched like they were the first run, finding that soft snow to the outside. Oh, look at him absorb the jump, a little bit too straight, but he gets back online. Still neck and neck as they head for the flats and that big left footer into the pro alley.
And Caleb Knoll asked you, Kevin, on his bio here, what are the 3 ingredients in a BLT? That's right. Peanut butter and jelly. You got that right. Oh, they're moving good. I like the yellow. He's going to take the wide angle. Oh, they're with the Surefoot banner
going around.
Yep. And that's the blue.
Oh, look at him. This is the neck and neck tie. Looks like the blue's going to cross the line first. Ever so close.
Woo! 56.28. And 50. What do you see there?
56.14. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
256s. Awesome work. Jasper Knoll, the 8-year-old going against the 9-year-old, 5 to climb.
Look at him push out of the start, just gunning for it. You don't have to do much pushing. That is a steep pitch. Oh, out in the soft stuff. Don't get shot around. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Flips it around. Stands
a double.
Again, and he's back up. Go.
That was a double worm turn done there by Wayne Wong, his apprentice there.
His pole. I think he's standing on his pole.
Yep. He's going to take the wide angle. Yep.
Yellow coats hanging out, keeping an eye on these young athletes as they jump back in the course here.
Took a left turn at Albuquerque, he did.
If I was him, I'd probably go around the jump too.
Totally. That's Foster Clark is on the red course. On the blue course is Jasper Knoll.
I don't know where he went.
His nickname is Spidey. Loves Michaela Schifrin, and he's a big fan of pizza, much like myself.
You know, he's coming around the outside, going to find his way back into the course.
And the parents, we understand, are some are here, and there's others that are watching online at home. Oh, and I love the hand smack across the finish line. That was super. That was good job, Jasper Nolan and Foster Clark on the red course, making time. It's his way. He's having more fun than anybody right now on this course.
That's the Texas tuck right there.
Texas tuck.
Good job. Oh, it's in a beat Eddie goer.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Don't worry, I've seen pros do that.
Only once.
Big pros.
Only once. Okay, and now we're keeping our eyes peeled on Ella Chi Knaus, a 14-year-old, up against Phoebe Snow Desatoff. She's in that all-yellow banana outfit. Speaking of banana, there is a lady by the name of Lynn Weiland who is known as Banana Pants in the movie Hot Dog, which is celebrating its 40th year, so we'll give this one the modified, updated Banana Pants. And on the blue course, that's Banana Pants, Phoebe Snow Desatoff, and Ellie Chi Knaus, a 14-year-old, loves herself some red. She can play 3 instruments. Right now, she's working on her skis and her pole plants, and she comes off of jump number 1.
Oh, sends a big
Yeah, let's go!
Oh.
Stay on it!
I just turned the headset back up, boys. Okay, ladies two coming into the final turn, and over the bottom bump they go. The blue course with the advantage. Red picks up right here as they head for that bottom jump, and over the Mazda banner and the Tough Shed banner. And oh, looks like Red just took advantage of it. Blue course had a little bit of trouble getting caught up in the gates. Across the line they go. Red with the win.
Red with the win. That was you, Ella Knaus, with a 48.45, and the blue for Phoebe, a 47 or 49 flat. And Ella Knaus' favorite food is fried rice, and she wants to go to Rome someday. Roman. What do we got going on here, you ask? Aurora Hayek and Emma Mosby. Emma's going to be on the red course. Hayek on the blue course, coming at you.
So Hayek's first run time of 48.98. Emma Mosby's 51.91. As these guys wrap things up here over the CB Sports banner and the DNA Vibe banner. On this perfect picture postcard day here from Taos, our Junior Pro Challenge, having some fun out here. The big pros up there, giving them some coaching. What a great day.
Yeah, absolutely. Chamber of Commerce type of day out here. Thanks to the entire staff of Taos, the event service staff, and Barrett Stein, Clarky, yourself, and the entire Pro Tour staff for making things come together across the finish line. You know the beautiful thing about this, for all these athletes, everyone walked away in one piece.
Everyone's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. More cowbell.
Big thanks to Matt Rogers up there doing a good job, keeping the young athletes moving up there, and the pros for putting their time in, getting these kids excited about ski racing. What a great day. We're going to move it down to the plaza this afternoon for autograph signings, award ceremony for the young athletes. So join us back down at the base. Big thanks to everybody here at Taos for sponsoring and hosting us here at Taos Ski Valley.
That's right. We're end this day with a big smile. Thank you all for coming out. Make sure you enjoy yourselves. You see some trash on the ground, pick it up. Let's keep Taos nice and clean. First day of 3 out of the way now. Meet us down in the plaza, as Kevin said, for awards for the juniors and great autograph signing with a lot of legends of sport. Thanks so much.